about the charities and what I do, to be honest with you. So there's not really any way that I can help in that terms. And these are all professionals, so you all know exactly what you're doing. So what I thought is we'd have a little kind of getting to know each other better session. Because there is obviously people that I've worked with and people that I've not, like Sam, never really worked with yourself, Kat, but kinda. So I just thought we could, basically what I'm going to do is kind of like pass the parcel, but it's pass fluffums. And what we're going to do is just chuck them round to some music, and then whoever it stops on gets to ask anybody in the room a question about anything they want.
Some music?
Yeah, so some music as well.
Can I
start.
Questions?
What one?
Not that one.
What's that?
Oh,
That's the one you get with the phone. Big tone, isn't it?
It's meant to be pretty fair. Right, so, and get yourself standing up as well.
What if you haven't? I was going to say, what if you haven't got a question?
Anybody in the room?
What time did you wake up this morning?
6:30.
He's looking out. Yeah, I know him.
The newcomer, Elaine, you can ask anybody at a
Let's get it on.
Right, yeah, so Stuart's basically just asked me to cover direct debits and obviously just to kind of explain the benefits obviously to yourselves for the direct debits. As you know, the direct debit now counts as the whole year. So if you get £10 a quarter, for example, then you get 40 quid to your target. If you get, say you get a tenner a month, which quite a lot of people actually got yesterday, that's 120 quid that you get on top of your donations for that day. So it's going to make a massive, massive difference to you, obviously your target, which means that obviously when it comes to probation time and when it comes to bonus time, they're going to be quids in. So the best way to do it is obviously, even if the customer says, oh no, I can't afford it, I've not got any money just now, oh that's fine, we can understand that you've not got any money. What about, would you like us to set up a direct debit instead? It doesn't come out for a month, which will give you time obviously to prepare for it. You can have a couple of £1 a month or a £5 a month or whatever it is you can afford, and that way the monthly charity can then rely on that money, and we can then obviously budget future crises or emergency appeals or something like that. So just when you're asking for the direct debit, just explain a little bit of reasoning behind it and why it's so important. But ultimately it's because you're going to get so much more money, so much. I mean, for example, Debbie, about £1,000 last month in direct debits, wasn't it?
Yeah.
About £1,000 on top of that, and she ended up on
4,280 something.
Yeah. So without those direct debits, without asking that question or mentioning that it's going to be in the pledge pack as well, that's £1,000 less. So it's an extra 120 quid or whatever bonus on top of.
It's the sideboard fund.
Well, for those who don't know me, my name's Chris and I'm one of the team leaders. Obviously, you'll see me around on the Apprentice thing. So, if you ever need anything, I'm always here. So, come match. There's a few things to go over for the buzz session. Firstly, me and Louise are both going to be doing a buzz session with you this week. We're doing it on a rotation basis because part of the apprentice thing is that we have to work separately and doing separate teams at the same time. So that's why we're working on a rotation basis. First thing to mention, over the next couple of days, you've probably already seen Louise doing a bit of coaching, and that's basically what our task is this week, and we're going to be coming round. Not everybody, but people who we feel might need a bit of coaching, or people who've requested it. I mean, if anyone wants to request it, let me know, and I'll pencil you in for tomorrow. Couple of things what I got from Adele. Objection handling. It's possibly the best way to get your donation. It's it is easy to turn the table with the customer. Everyone here is capable of doing it, and that's why you're all employed here. It is one of the things that you should be doing on every single call. I'd say maximum 3 times you should objection handle, but even so, it's. I mean, you can see from the seating plan that Stu's arranged today.
Donation.
Well done. Yeah, you can see from the seating plan the student ends today that people have been moved now because it varies the experience across the bunch of desks. So you can pick things up from more experienced members of staff, and even experienced members of staff you can maybe take a step back and look and to see what the new ones are doing. That works also. Kate's also mentioned about the reactivation campaign, and nobody did very well on it yesterday, and she wanted me to just mention about what the sort of team leaders achieved in the first week of The Apprentice. It wasn't the best data, it was coming to the end of the month. It was reactivation and cross-sell, but we were still getting over 5% conversion on it, so it is achievable, and the donations there, if you, like I say, objection handle, it's the most important thing to do, and it's what's going to help you hit your targets. With regards to the stats for yesterday, I've looked over at Dell Street. Your average donation was £10.72, so we're just sort of shy of the 12 quid that we're after for everybody in the call centre, and the conversion was 4.1%. Now, in comparison to Laura's team, but me and Louise were managing yesterday, we got over £1,000, and it just shows that the data's there. We even got a couple of £100, and that's both from people who started this week and one who started just last month or the month before. So it just shows that, like I say, back to the objection handling, it does work, and the money is there to be made. The conversion rate for our team was 6.2%, and I mean the new guys actually gone better than the older guys. So it just shows that anything can happen. Like. So with regards to The Apprentice, I'll just tell you a bit more about what's going to go on this week. All of you are going to be involved this week, as Sav briefed you. Basically on Friday, each member of the call centre is going to have an opportunity to vote for either myself or for Louise. And you need to be basing the vote on how we've influenced you, stuff like your performance, how we've increased your motivation, your skill, and like your attitude towards creating a supportive environment for you. So base your votes on that. I mean, don't just base it on me or Louise just because you like one better than the other, or it has to be purely based on this. So
you can't just say it if we don't like you. You can't just vote Louise if we don't like you.
Thanks, Scott. No, of course you can't. But I mean, like I say, it's what the influence we're going to have on you over the next today, tomorrow and Thursday. These are 3 big days, and hopefully with what we can both do for you, it'll really turn you into like maybe model agents, as it's said. Everybody in this room, like I say, is all capable of doing the job and getting the donations in and hitting your targets. So yeah, that's about it. Has anyone got any questions about the week and anything they want to raise or?
Questions, queries, concerns, then?
I was waiting for that.
Well, would you be able to give me some coaching on the objection handling then?
Well, basically, Louise is doing your side today, I'm doing Laura's side. So we're going to alternate it.
We've got a session, I think, at 11.
Sorry?
We've got 11, we've got a little centre objection handling.
Have we?
Yeah, like
Said
coaching.
before,
With Louise, but like I say, Louise is doing your side of the coaching, so
Yeah.
if she doesn't do you today, then if you want to request that I do your coaching, I'll do it for you tomorrow. That's not a problem. So I'll come down and see you. Well, like you say, we've still got the rest of the day today, so Louise might just get round to you. So, anything else? You're a quiet bunch today, aren't you? Especially Scott. Scott's usually
I had to say so, but there's a camera there. Like, you know what I mean? Been on CCTV before.
Nothing at all. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what I suggest is, obviously, while we're going around the room, people who are waiting to go, you have a think of these questions, and you'll be able to prepare an answer for it then. Okay, so Sean?
I used to work in sign-ups and in your show stage as well. I'm into all music, like the 80s. I like going out. My favourite holiday is Saudi, when I'm out with my mates. I'd be a dog. And I wanted to just be famous when I grew up, and then the worst thing I've done, probably when I ran away.
Right.